Tonight, the Mary Street Boys and Girls Club of Parkersburg is adding a new position focused on family engagement, making sure parents feel supported, not overwhelmed when school issues come up. The club's new parent advocate is Charles Dowler, a retired special education educator with more than 2 decades of experience working with students in Wood County schools. Dowler said parents may have questions about accommodations, homework help, or how to advocate for their child during meetings with the school, so he can sit down with families, review plans with them, and help them prepare. He said he can also help parents troubleshoot everyday academic struggles, like figuring out what classroom supports might help a student improve grades and stay on track.
Sometimes the parents don't realize they need to sit down with the child and, work with them on that. And that's where maybe I come in of an evening or something. They can make appointments here, and I can come in and meet with the parents, and we can sit down and say, well, this is really what we need to do.
Dowler said starting an IEP or individualized education plan can be a confusing multi-week process, so having someone walk parents through the steps can make a big difference. Unit Director for the Mary Street Club, Krista Runyons, says the club wants families to feel seen and heard, and for parents to feel confident enough to ask questions they may not even know to ask.